Just like that, we live. 13 minutes late, but we here. We here. Um,
On a Monday,
yeah, yeah.
baby, we here. Bad Boys Club, Gemini Filmz, Bad Boys Club Reunited.
Hmm.
Uh, my goodness, my head, my brain went left. My thought process
A
went
little
left for that comment.
miscombobulated.
So I am a little discombobulated. So excuse me, but yes. Welcome to another live rendition of King Carry where we key.
We carry.
I'm Troy,
I'm Damon.
and we are back. So we did episode 1 last Monday, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it's been just a crazy long fucking week. So yes, we're
Yeah.
back. Episode 2, like goddamn, this has been like a crazy fucking week. But yes, we're back with episode 2, Gemini Films Bad Boys Club Reunited.
Hmm. Shout out to
Twin
Shed
Flame.
Pro that's in the building.
Set Pros in the building.
Yes, good to see
Let me
you.
kind of backtrack because we shout out everybody that's going to join us tonight on the doing the live review. Everybody that's going to pop in.
Definitely
Also,
like,
shout out to
comment.
everybody that's going to watch this on the playback.
Mhm.
Make sure you like, comment, definitely comment because as I always say, we love chopping it up with you guys in the comments. Also, subscribe and share. Like, we're still trying to grow our channel, baby. Just this morning, I was thinking about how we started from just that one subscriber. Your grandparents, no shade, love your grandparents down. But we started with the one subscriber.
Well, they support everything I do, so shout out to them.
Yeah, now we steady, slowly creeping towards okay. But I love the
Yes.
grandparents channel. So yes, please subscribe, comment, share, like.
Jalil said, "Damn, am I a whole hour late?" No, you might be on Eastern Standard Time, but no, you on time. You just in time. In that bad ass fit, Jalil, you stay rocking a nice ass fit. You stay styling. It's looking like crushed velvet or something. Period. But yes, thank you for being here, Jalil. But yeah, not to step over your intro. But yes, definitely like, comment, and subscribe. And definitely shout out to everybody that's on the playback. And before the people come in, I thought we would do like a little cute little segment where we kind of go through the comments. We highlight a couple of comments from the episode on Patreon and just do a little reaction. So indulge me if you will. So let's see. Okay. All right. So this one is from Tierra Marie, like the singer, I guess. They said, "Wow, this episode showed Case can't really fight as well as we thought. All that ducking and dodging and spinning, shaking my head. It definitely gave play fight vibes. I mean, we'll get into it, but like, it definitely gave that they didn't really want to fight. I don't know how you feel about the story.
Case didn't want to fight Lilo because he already kind of beat up Lilo. So why do I need to fight you again? But I'm not gonna let you run up on me. So
Right.
I don't think Case to Lilo is. Baby, we're gonna talk about this fight because
they was saw something, baby. They that fancy ass footwork.
Baby, all they was missing was the cha-cha heels. And they was missing Dave Chappelle with that damn bullhorn. That's what it was giving.
Yeah.
That's what it was giving.
And the Spanish gibberish.
Yeah, they was out there and no was. Wow,
you know what it also gave? Brandy from BGC5. Remember when I think it was like it was the opening fight and nobody was swinging. So she was like, swing, somebody swing. That's what it was giving. I need somebody to swing already.
So Lilo was swinging, but he wasn't really
connecting. Yeah.
But it's like that's the point of a fight, like ducking, and if I could spin out of a punch or away from a kick, that's what I'm gonna do. But
yeah, it was giving Tekken, like me playing Tekken. Like I'm trying to avoid getting hit, but I'm also offense. It was a lot of defense. They needed a little more offense, if you will. But He said, the dolls fight better than them, and Darian being the same old Darian at this point, production brings Darian on these shows just to be eye candy because he's not a fighter, he's boring. Shout out to the dolls because they got the fuck down. Now, you want to talk about giving it the fuck up? They gave it the fuck up. But
Hit a girl in the head with that hookah, my goodness. Poor baby. Oh, she's somewhere
in the head with the hookah. They were not
she
playing.
Said, I thought I picked up the Espolon bottle. I picked up the hookah. I said,
better the hookah than the Epsilon bottle, because baby, that Epsilon bottle would have had your ass in jail. Like, definitely had your ass with a case. But
shout out to the dolls, baby.
But yeah, Darian, Darian being the same old Darian, I want to live for Darian. Like, I feel like in a house where everybody is like at each other's throats, I feel like Darian just, fucking around, throwing that bus around. I feel like we need that energy. We need some love in the house, But their opinion is their opinion. But let me see if I can the next one. Okay. So Tori Smith said Keith is a loudmouth. Keith is a loudmouth. That's it's no work was done, sir. Laughing my ass off. My sister would do you in, bruh. Not the sister. Not him calling his sister in his ass. But literally no hands was thrown. Just hard wrist hits. Lame-o. Wax sauce. 3 lame girls click up. Damn, this was not written the best, so I can read y'all. It's just grammatically fucked up. But yeah, we'll talk about the fights and we'll talk about Keith as well. I was tired of hearing about the fight from Keith. Like, I feel like that was like the whole episode. This episode was
and that's how you know somebody isn't a fighter, and that's how they feel like they did their big one. They want to talk about the fight and they want you to keep talking. It's like, girl, if Diego was still standing after 4 rounds, you really didn't do much. Like,
we didn't really see no marks either. Like, I don't want these people to like damage each other and like get wounds or whatever, but like I just feel like they're not. The fights are very like pew pew pew. It's like they're play fighting, which I would rather that than they actually like seriously hurt each other. But it's like y'all doing.
Then the German suplex somebody off of a couch.
Baby, choke slam something.
Tombstone they ass, my
somebody to a table. I don't know. But, we'll read a couple more comments at the end of the live, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, episode 2, Twin Flame of Bad Boys Club Reunited. I guess this is season 1. But what were your thoughts?
I said this was a pretty fucking interesting episode. A bunch of fucking highs, a bunch of fucking irritating people, a bunch of fucking fights. I feel like after the cameras went down, hopefully there was some consensualness going on in the house after the cameras went down. Because this was all that fighting that did. Technically,
when I tell you, they thumping to hump.
They thumping to go, which is not my speed. That's not my lane.
Yeah, I don't.
People that's into that, you do that, but that's definitely what this episode gave. Yeah, so this was a really good episode. Just a lot of intense. That's what this episode was. Intense with just the side of Ajax. Make her dead look sunny.
not a bleach tea.
Yeah. Also, let us know in the comments what you guys thought about this episode. Also, this is any shade. This isn't shade to Gemini Films. To our audience, let us know if you guys are subscribed to the Gemini Films Patreon. If you're able to like watch or follow the episodes with us, or if you're, you just hear us the commentary, chop it up with us.
Right.
Either way, we love that you guys are here. But
you
just let us know, like, if you guys are able to keep up with, if you guys are watching. Let me say, if you guys are watching this season with us.
Yes. But yeah, I thought this episode was interesting. It was a lot going on. Like I said, the humping and thumping. It was very like I feel like the scenes were very drawn out. Like the whole episode was like what, 3 scenes, I guess you could say. You could split it up into 3 segments, like the Keys versus Diego, and then like the Fatal 4-Way.
Tag team, baby. You know I live for a WWE Diva tag team match, baby.
Not a
No shade.
WWE, but
because you know I go up for Lilo, Tynell, Case, and Justin. Well, specifically Case, but you know I love a WWE Diva tag team match, baby.
not a tag team match. You silly. But yes, I do live for a 4 for 4. But yeah, there was that, and then of course them freaking at the end and them getting along and congregating and all of that. So yeah, I mean the scenes were kind of long. I feel like
also learning, sorry to cut you off, but also learning that Tynell got the niggas out here in these streets, baby. Tiff Woods, Miss Tiffany Woods, got the niggas out here going crazy. I said, nah, this Tynell I can get with.
Nah, is he snatching them as Tynell or Tiff Woods?
It might be a combination of both.
Okay,
and I'm here for it. That's messy as hell, a little messy, but I need this Tynell, not the rah Tynell, but
is he snatching niggas in socks like that time he was voguing in socks? That's what I want to know. But yeah, I thought the episode had a lot of. It was like a roller coaster. It was a lot going on. We find out some things, you know. But overall, I thought it was a pretty good episode. I do feel like the only critique I have is that the scenes were kind of drawn out. Like I feel like after a while, especially with the Keys versus Diego, I was like, oh my God, like I'm so tired of hearing about this situation. If I have to listen to Keys explain the situation with him and Diego one more time, and the fact that he thought he beat him up, which they were saying that he got him. I'm inclined to believe them because I wasn't there, but from the footage, it didn't seem like you got him that much. Like it seemed like a tie to me. Like y'all wasn't really, y'all were play fighting essentially.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just like, oh my God. It did kind of give like, oh, like you did your big one, so now you don't have to fight for the rest of the season. Like I proved myself. like in prison, like you gotta fight to prove yourself, and then you don't have to fight again because like nobody's gonna mess with you. I feel like that's what this is giving, because he would not shut up about his situation with Diego.
Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, we get it. Like,
yeah, I was just like, we get it. But shout out to Spicy Original. Thank you for being here. Good to see you, girl. Yeah, it's hearts and flames all around. Jalil said, okay, hearts. It never works for me, so I'm not even gonna try. Jalil said, all I was thinking, damn, we finna wake up with bears, all this noise back here, right? Well, you know what we said last episode? They was gonna have to fight a bear, band together to fight a bear, baby. Like that would have been something. Not manifesting many Nicki references tonight. Don't get me started. Don't even get me started.
I don't have any written in down, but you know, I can think of one off the top of my noggin. Exactly. So
exactly.
I see some Nico quotes coming tonight.
You know
I see some Nico quotes coming tonight. Jesus. I feel like we should start a Nicki counter.
We should.
Have that bitch right in the corner. Anytime it's like a reference to anytime, just
a Nicki counter. Yeah, because
or on the weekend, anytime we reference on Nicki, we should do like a shot. Man, we would be total fuck up. But I'm here for that.
I gotta work in the morning.
With make sure you ain't driving, baby.
Right? Oh my God. But okay, let's get into this episode. Twin Flame, episode 2 of, I guess this is season 1 of I guess this is season 1 of this particular show, Bad Boys Reunited, but Twin Flame. So we open back up with Diego versus Keith. I said they was fighting like kangaroos. Check our story, our IG story, but they were definitely play fighting. You know where they were also kind of play fighting, like how when we were younger, how we would play fight. I feel like that's what this was giving. Like they weren't fighting for real, but you know, they fought again and again and again, and I was just kind of like, how many times do you have to fight? How many times do you have to fight for it to not be a draw? Because at this point, it's like y'all.
I said the same thing. It's very much like Lo and Jada from BGC 12, where they fight multiple rounds and there isn't really like a clear winner.
Right. And it's like they keep fighting because they want to get the one up on the other person, but every time they fight, it's just like a draw again. Like,
so but I will say, I love and adore Diego, and Diego would get in the field, even though he isn't like the best fighter. He would get out there and defend himself and get active. He
fought for his respect. Yeah,
he did. And I feel like on the other hand, I'm gonna let you continue your thought because I feel like we about to touch on like the same. We about to hit the same nail on the head.
No, go
As
ahead.
you continue. So this this dynamic, Keith and Diego, this little tip is interesting to me because Keith is coming in super fucking hot for Diego, and Diego's lost like I don't have an issue with you, mind you. Last season, season 8, when Mods was on 1,000 at the reunion and attacking every fucking body, Keith did not have an issue. He didn't even look in fucking Mods' direction. So it's weird that Keith has
Don't
this
even
smoke.
make eye contact with me, bitch. You
Listen, baby, I pie made myself. That's essentially what Keith did. Pie made him snatch his own eyes out, so he didn't have to look at my butt. It's crazy that Mods had the smoke for Keith at the reunion, and Keith didn't really reciprocate that, but he has this energy for Diego. So I kind of feel like
definitely a choosy person,
very choosy,
a choosy ass bitch, if you will.
very choosy.
Yeah,
very choosy.
I can see that.
Picking and choosing. But like you said, I feel like even Diego, not even Diego, fucking Keith said it. Somebody else said it like in this episode. I redeemed myself, and it's like not really. You can't really redeem yourself until you go get your lick back from Mons, because that's really the person that was whooping you,
right?
And then proceeded to constantly attack you at the, literally disrespecting them, verbally and physically. Mons was pimping them at that season 8 reunion, so bad to the point that I remember us being like, "Mons, you kind of bullying them because they don't want
you really are."
But now I kind of want Mons to come back and return that favor, like because Keith is like, and I don't want to sound like I'm ragging, but or just bashing and being off it towards Keith, but this is a reality show. I review like this show, so I'm not the only person that has like these thoughts or
no, you aren't the only person that has
process, but it's just
crazy.
crazy.
The comments are not in Maj's favor or Maj's favor.
Yeah,
they're not in the comments are not in Keith's favor. Yeah,
Keith is technically like you coming off as a bully, and Diego's confused. Like I don't have a problem with you in this. Like, well, when Maj was pressing you, where was this energy? Exactly. Like, you want to go again? You want to go again? And when Maj was like, you want to go again? You're like, no, I'm good. So picking and choosing, it's not coming off as, especially not at Keith's big age. Like,
yeah, I feel like, and I don't want to like rag on Keith either. Like, I don't want to be do too much or whatever. But I don't know. I just like Keith gives me like follower vibes. Like, I feel like the only reason why he has an issue with Diego is because he knows that Darian and Justice don't like Diego, and I feel like he kind of saw him as like a weak target, maybe. And so, like,
this is a fake ass bitch. We gonna talk about that.
Listen, not a double agent T. I said not you were professional with both of them.
My goodness, it's Justice KGB.
Justice was all over the place. We gonna get to it. Hopefully, he ends up in this damn live because he was doing a lot this episode.
But not even a little bit. No shit, I told you, Justice be acting like he got a right mama.
He do be acting kind of nutty.
Very nutty. But I'm sorry, yeah, my bad.
But yeah, I just feel like he has a problem with Diego because he sees him as a weak target. And Darian and Justice don't like Diego, but I feel like they're kind of fake towards Diego. Like, they'll tolerate him, but they don't really like him. Like, they'll make fun of him behind his back. Mm-hmm. Whereas I feel like Keith is like, oh no, I don't like you, and I'm gonna let it be known. So I have to give him props for that, because I feel like Darian and Justice seem like the type to talk shit about him, and then when they see him, they don't say shit. But like, he's approached him and like said some shit like, I don't like you, bitch. You know I don't like you, Cam Yonsei. Cam Yonsei. Like, shout out to Catfish. But yeah, like, I feel like he was the only one that pressed him, but at the same time, you only pressing him because your friends don't like him. And it's like, you look goofy as fuck because you've never even met this man before, yet you're so quick to like call him names, call him an alcoholic, which I thought was disrespectful. And just, I don't know, like, try to bully him. And it's like, for what? You just met this man.
Right.
So yeah, I just thought that was weird. But I said, Marquis said that he was from Cali. And I didn't know that people still like did that thing where like when they get into it with somebody and they're like, I'm from here. Like, it's like, okay, like, so what, you from Cali? What does it have to do with anything, bitch? Like, I think, who was it that said it? Jennifer from Basketball Wives. People from Compton get their ass beat too. So I mean, I don't really know what you being from California has to do.
Baby, you watch South Central Baddies and you know how they give it up.
Listen, they do be giving it up, but they do be getting their ass beat too. So just because you from there don't mean you got hands. But yeah, they were saying that so basically Marquise was basically saying like, oh, like you got beat up like T Diego. Again, I don't think he got beat up. Let us know in the chat how y'all felt about it. It seemed like it was a tie to me. He didn't, all he did was put a stain on his shirt. So that's really all I saw. But I thought it was funny that they were still out of breath a good seemingly 15-20 minutes after they fought. I said, see, this is why y'all need to get in the gym and eat and stop all that liquor because that endurance is fucked. Okay.
Right?
Like,
I said, not y'all literally on y'all last, and y'all still in here tussling. My
hard as
goodness.
hell.
Baby, I
Sounding
know
like
their lungs is on fire.
right, sounding like Malcolm's friend from Malcolm in the Middle, the one that's
Not Stevie. My goodness.
out of breath like a motherfucker. Like
It's kind of giving Grandpa from the Boondocks. Brenda Richie knew Kung Fu.
oh yeah.
Nigga told that story and was out of breath, baby.
He was more out of breath than little people. Yes. They was tired as
Yeah, I
hell.
said don't fight. Watching people or just hearing people be like extremely fatigued and still try to talk, and it's like save your breath. Like you need oxygen. Like not safe, but yeah, you need to like just whatever you gotta like. Baby, I'm not trying to listen to you gasp for air. Gasp for
You
air.
know they fighting on an empty stomach and they drunk. So it's just all bad.
And Diego probably the only person that drunk all the fucking Coronas.
Exactly.
So he was probably going off a few shots and a whole 6-pack of Coronas, baby.
Baby, he be fucking them Coronas up. I be like,
damn. Them boys. I'm like, ugh. But I go up for Diego. That's my favorite.
Oh my god.
I just want him to elevate from them damn Coronas, baby.
Yeah. He's still on his hand. Well, at least he's drinking light liquor and not like heavy liquor. I mean, he probably drinking that too, but still, like everybody else, I feel like is just drinking hard liquor. But yeah, everybody's basically saying like, oh, like they didn't see the fight or they don't know why the fight started, which makes sense because I feel like he's just picked a fight with Diego. So like basically everybody's just kind of like, I don't know why they fought, but they fought. I also thought it was funny how everybody was just kind of like standing around kind of indifferent towards the fight. Like they were all just like, oh, they got into a fight and blah, blah, blah. Like that's it. Like even they weren't really gagged by the fight. But also, like I said, this scene was long as fuck. I just felt like I just wanted to get to the next thing because they just kept fighting and it kept being a tie. And then Marquise just kept talking about how, oh, we got into a fight and I beat him up. And it's like, no, you didn't. So it was just kind of like, oh my God, can we just get to it was giving Zeus Network tease, no shade. You know how they scenes be like a good hour and 30 minutes. Yes, like I know y'all only been in this house for like a weekend, but I need y'all to move on to the next thing or whatever. Not this show, I'm talking about Zeus, but yeah, they're out of breath. So basically they Justice, Marquise, and Darian are in this small ass closet in the confessional, I'm assuming. Just talking about the fight or whatever. And I just said I'm tired of hearing about this shit. Like I'm motherfucking tired, bro. I'm motherfucking tired. Like we get it. Y'all fought. Like, can we move on to the next thing? But I also said I can't imagine fighting somebody that I gotta live with, especially if this is like the first part of like we just got here, we fought, so now we gonna have to fight the whole episode. Because like I feel like once I fight you, like we're never gonna be cool. Like we're always gonna have an issue. So I'm just gonna leave because like ain't no point. Like ain't no point in staying. And I get it, like they have conflict resolution, but to me, I feel like if they talked before they fought, it would be like it would make more sense than them fighting and then talking. Because that happened.
Well, I feel like if I lost the fight, I would probably feel uncomfortable. Because at that point, you could just whip my ass whenever you want to. Now, if I win the fight, and unless you like some type of grimy bitch, you try to sneak me on my sleep. Not try to pull no Alicia from BGC 10.
Sneaking you in your sleep or sneaking you in the shower on some prison shit.
Oh my goodness, not eyes, baby.
I'm just saying.
Not first. What is it? 90 days in, 60 days in. None of that.
Yeah.
I guess I would say sneaking me in my sleep.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Well,
not thinking nobody.
what Lucky did to Shaba on the Academy. Now that's TV.
I forgot she did that.
Still gonna hustle, fucks her up. My
It still got her ass
goodness.
beat. Like,
She did.
but
Oh my
but yeah,
god.
I also said Marquise just loves to hear himself talk. Like, I'm sorry, not to harp on Marquise, but like, I just feel like he spent so much of this episode talking about the fight.
And,
It's just like, bro,
yeah.
we get it. You would have thought he was Muhammad Ali or some shit. The way he was talking,
Right.
like, it's
And
not.
he kept telling Diego, like, are you over? Because I don't have a problem, but we can keep going. I was like, bitch, go get your leg back from Oz.
Listen,
Go get your leg back from Oz. Like,
exactly.
if you want to wrong, go get your leg back from Oz. Until you do that, and I speak for Diego, and I feel like a lot of people speak for Diego when they say this, Mods, you can no longer have an issue with Diego or try to check or press Diego until you go fight Mods and get your leg back.
Rolling around in the grass, baby. That's the fight I would be looking for. The way he had you in that grass.
And the way he and the way he was piecing Keith up in his damn Mugler at that damn season there reunion, baby. That's what I would have been gagged at. Not me spending that point for my Mugler and you fucking me up in it. This is not fight attire, sir. So I would be salty about that, and I would want to run me around with mine because he ran down on me and my Mugler. That's just me.
I wonder, because he lost, is Mugler gonna send him a cease and desist? We can't have bitches getting beat up in our, even if it's a knockoff, we can't have bitches getting beat up and shit that looks like
baby, he was gonna walk the next season, the fashion show. They saw him get twirled in the Mugler and they put that contract.
No.
Like, bitch, you was gonna walk, but you
we was gonna have you on a campaign, but baby, you lost. You lost the fight and you lost this contract, baby.
There's one photo in my hand, baby. That's what it's giving.
Oh my god,
it is. But yeah, I don't want to. Like I said, we don't want to harp too much on Keith. But again, we reviewed this show, and he's kind of acting a fool on this goddamn like, baby, go get your leg back from us, and that, I'm gonna just leave it at that. Yeah, I'm gonna just leave it at that.
So then we see Justice in the confessional. So we saw Justice in the confessional with Marquise and Darian, and then we see him in the confessional with Diego. And Diego is just so funny because he just chill with anybody. Like, he don't really give a fuck. We'll see that a better example later in the episode. But I was like, damn, Diego red as hell. And then he got light eyes, so it was just like, he was looking like a demon, no shade. Like, I was like, what's going on?
Well, he was on demon time.
He was
in the mountains.
He was, and he was under a lot of stress. I mean, like I said, he was drunk, out of breath, and probably ain't ate shit all day. So yeah, he was going through it. But I said not Justice being a double agent. Like, with the like.
Yeah, I said Justice is being wishy-washy as fuck.
Yeah. Well, we saw this last season too. The last season he was on, it was given that. Like, you want to be with both sides. But we should have known after he approached D, after he got his ass beat by D. We should have known that it was something in the milk wasn't clean.
Nutty. I said the boy ain't wrapped too tight, no shade. Very handsome, but he ain't wrapped too tight.
There we go. I said Diego in the confessional with these bloody hands, baby, go wash your hands. I know you got scars from fighting, but and then you got your arm around Justice. I'm like, you need to go wash your hands. Put some band-aids on that shit. But yeah, I said everybody was mad about the fight. Shout out to everybody that's here. Shout out to Gemini Filmz that's in the building. Yes, always supporting us. Yes.
The chat is popping right now.
Right, period. Shout out to everybody.
Yeah, like them said, shout out to everybody that's here. Thank you to everybody that's gonna come through. Again, watch this on the playback. Yeah, shout out to the people that are in the chat right now and that are currently watching.
Yes. Especially original said the fight was a fool. They somehow both lost.
Baby, the air one, honestly.
Not the air one.
I was about to say, what's the chemical symbol for oxygen? Is it O2? Baby, O2 one.
O2 one, yes. Good gravity one, baby. Air resistance one, baby, because it wasn't given. Woe said, oh, shout out to Woe. I don't think I've ever seen them before, so shout out to you. Thank you for being here. They said wasn't a fan of this episode. Yeah, I also, I mean, I thought it was entertaining. I was entertained. I wasn't a fan of some of the actions that took place in this episode, but I was definitely entertained at the foolishness. Marquise was going on and on. Yeah, I was just like, bro, we get it. Like, I hate when people just reiterate the same topics over and over again, which I guess I'm doing right now, but still. Choking on my water. Listen, this episode was a key. I feel like it's because they were drunk with nothing to eat. And since Gemini Films is here and Jaleel, producer of this show, what food was they eating before they got in the house or while they was in the house? Because I ain't see no type of food. I saw a bunch of liquor and no food. So
you know how it is the first night. They come in on what they ate for lunch and start drinking. Oh, what I ate 7 hours ago. I can start drinking. It's like, no, the fuck you can't.
Right.
No, the fuck you cannot. No, but y'all thin ass friends. Like, no. Y'all better go eat y'all a hearty ass meal and then start drinking. But we not here to educate in school or be uncles.
Yeah.
I mean, we are here to educate, but y'all gotta eat before y'all
squabble.
Yeah,
if you
definitely gotta eat before you drink.
Yeah, you need the energy. Justice stay laughing. I love Justice episode. He was kind of a key. I was not expecting to see him in the confessional with Diego. And then when he ran to go tell them that he was in the confessional with Diego just because he wanted to know what happened. I'm like, you couldn't have asked Marquise. But I guess Marquise is bad at explaining things, which is why he keeps saying it over and over again. So maybe that's why he wanted to talk to Diego just to hear his side. Hey Galaxy, good to see you. Thanks for the love. Thank you for being here.
Girls are out.
Baby, they mics and liquor. Well, lights, camera, and liquor for dinner.
My goodness, a recipe for disaster. My goodness. And were there any pets in this house? Just curious if there were any pets inside this house.
I hope not. But I know I'm around the same age as a lot of them, and I know I'm getting up there in age. So, baby, I need some wings. I need a salad. I need something to eat before I'm going to exert all that energy.
Give me a double stacked corned beef sandwich and some chili cheese fries.
Ooh. And baby, you're gonna be in the bathroom, child. I missed the
fight because good. No cheese or like light cheese on the sandwich. The chili cheese fries I'm not really worried about, but yeah, baby, I'll be good. Okay. I'm gonna eat that and have me about 3-4 shots, 2 drinks.
Oh,
I'm good.
Okay, give me some wings and maybe a salad or something. I'm good to go. I can't drink on the stomach. But I had to tune in real quick, missed the last one. Oh, I'm glad you're here. Yeah, it's good to see you. But yeah, so yeah, they. I guess it's still, they're arguing back and forth. I said they fought because Keith wanted to show his friends that he just wanted to prove himself to Darian and Justice, which is crazy because I feel like Darian and Justice are not fighters. So I don't know why he was trying so hard to prove himself to them. But it was definitely given that. Like, he just wanted to prove that he was down with the clique. But yeah, but I said they saying Marquise got him, but they both fighting for their lives and losing. Lilo and Ty pull up. This was much anticipated. Like just the way it was edited, it was like, oh my god, okay, what's gonna happen? But they pull up, and I said, not this lazy ass search that production did. I'm like, they could have, if they wanted to bring a weapon, they definitely could have brought one. Babe, you gave them 2 pats and sent them on their way. I'm like,
for real. I'm like, are you hugging him or searching him? Like, what's going on? Like,
child, he said he ain't want no allegations, baby. All this stuff going on, I'm gonna send you on your way. I am not trying to have no accusations out on me. But yeah, Tynell ends up talking about how I guess people said that he never fought on his season, like the season that he was on, season 7. So like, I guess he's coming in now to try to prove himself. And I just feel like you don't really have to fight. Like, I just feel like on this show, I know people feel like you have to fight, but I just feel like you have to be funny and entertaining and interesting, I guess you could say, to be on this show for me. I don't think you ever have to fight. What do you feel about that?
I feel the same way. Like, fight if you have to. Like, if you're defending yourself, but
Mhm.
just come on and be like, oh, like, I'm here to fight. It's, I don't know, because fighting
I mean,
isn't the only like trait that humans quality or whatever that humans
right.
possess. So, like, I would be trying to show every like aspect of myself. Maybe I would be trying to show more Tiffany Woods. Like, fuck the fight, man.
True that.
I'm glad he did
Also,
get his fair one in with Justin. But yeah, show more Tiffany Woods. Show more of them niggas, Tynell. Because Tynell seems like my type of bitch.
okay.
Like, to
Honestly,
get
I
into, we gonna talk about it, but it's like to get into a scuffle and to call your nigga and to be like, come to Boston and you somewhere off the grid while sitting across from your op and your op is steaming. I said, Tynell, I give you that. You ate that.
he said, "Come find me. I'm in the
Period.
Come
He said,
find-"
come to Boston. He said, I said, period. Okay,
I
even
get
Stream I know what's up. Okay, I said
like,
Tynell did that, but yeah, you don't have to come on the show. Like, well, I know everybody thinks Bad Boys Club, you fight, but don't come on
yeah,
looking for a fight or like I'm here to fight. Like,
right.
fight if you have to, but yeah,
And
baby,
we
show more Tiffany Woods.
yes, we need more Tiff Woods energy. But I just feel like we always talk about shout out to Web Life, web reality show here on YouTube. But yeah, I feel like they were really good at like not fighting, but it was very entertaining. But they were beefing at the same time. Also, I feel like some of the boys, they don't know how to read. Like they're not good with their words. They're not quick with their words. They're not good at besting people. So they just go right to fighting. And then it's like, well, you can't really fight. So it's just like you get these situations where you just fight over and over again and it gets boring. Like, I want you to read that bitch. Lubricate and read that bitch. Okay. Like, I need you to get them together with your words. Like, cause that might honestly that might leave a worse impression than you fighting them, honestly. Like, um, you talk about that bitch knock knees, that might hurt more than punching them in the face. I'm just saying.
Read her for her black ass gums and her knock ass knees.
Child, I'll never forget. Um, but yeah, I said I don't feel like you have to fight. But yeah, Lilo basically talks about how he wants his lick back from Case, and then he also mentions how he caught a certain somebody at a ball, Kelvin, and
Mm-hmm.
they fought at a ball, and I'm just like, honestly, if they fucked up my category, I'm fucking both of y'all up. You're fighting during my category, and I spent all this money on this fit for my for my
I'm fucking
house.
you and him up,
You ain't
okay?
okay. Like, I'm over here trying to walk sex siren, and y'all trying to thumb. Like, fight
Baby.
during your category. But anyway, I do wish that they would have talked before they fought, but I guess people would have thought that was lame. They literally, like, as soon as they got to the house, they just ran up and started fighting. And I was
Yeah,
like,
we started
this is
scrapping.
so.
Literally on site.
And is it me? And like, let us know in the chat as well. Is it me or did they fight for a stupid reason? I guess that's always the case. But to me, it's like it seems like they fought Tynell because Tynell said he was gonna run the house, which to me is kind of stupid. Like, if he had said something about you, like, "Oh, you ain't shit. I'm gonna beat your ass when I see you." Like, if he was threatening you, then I can see you wanting to fight him off rip. Or it said something that like crossed the line. All he said was that he was gonna run the house. Like, you want to fight him because of that?
That's what I was confused on. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, did Tynell say something else like disrespectful or like out of pocket? Like, y'all mad
Right.
because he said I'm coming in hot and I'm running the house, but maybe it was some other shit that we don't know about. But I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, that was a stupid reason to fight. But
And then I don't understand how like cases like, oh, I don't know why Lilo wants to fight me. It was 2 years ago. But then it's like you friends with Justin, and Justin is trying to fight. Justin is trying to fight Tynell over basically some shit that happened 2 years ago. You had him in the fetal position, and you still want to fight him? That don't make no sense to me. You bested him. Like, why don't you just go on about your business? But I feel like everybody felt like they needed to come into this situation with a beef, or at least a couple of them did. Like, they felt like they needed to come in with a beef instead of just being like, that was 2 years ago. Like, let's just let it go or whatever. But yeah, I just wish they would have talked it out, but they ran up on each other. I said the fights were hilarious, especially like we said, Lilo and Case salsa dancing with that fancy footwork. Didn't seem like they really
It
wanted to
was out
fight,
there
but
bobbing and weaving, baby.
bobbing and weaving, bobbing and weaving, touching each other's bodies. Essentially, touch my body, throw me on the floor,
My
wrestle me around.
goodness.
Like they was definitely yeah, just play fighting, I guess you could say. But it was funny to me. And then I said, I noticed Diego was in the background trying to break shit up. And I'm like, Diego, go sit your ass down somewhere. You always in the mix. Like, damn, you just got into a fight. You drunk. I'm sure you still out of breath. I need you to go sit down somewhere.
Baby, still recuperating.
All in the mix. And this was probably filmed sometime after his fight, but still, I need you to go sit down. Like, all up in the mix. You know what it was kind of giving? Him in the background. Him in the background was kind of giving Rose the dolls when they was supposed to have edged her out. She was in the background with that damn hat on.
My
Like, that's kind of what it was giving. Like always in the mix. But
Justin and Tynell was funny. It was probably the funniest fight to me.
It was funny.
Because like
I kind of was.
I say Tynell was hanging in there.
Yeah, Tynell was. I was like,
Tynell
okay,
did better than I was like expecting. Like,
because no shade, I was a little afraid for Tynell. I thought. I mean, I've seen
after that fetal position. Yeah,
I thought he was probably gonna ragdoll him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, remember the episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog where Eustace got his ass beat by that damn giant squirrel? I feel like that's what I thought was gonna happen to Tynell. But yeah, he held his own. I did think it was funny at the end of the first time they fought when he got turned around, and I'm like, bitch, don't turn your back on him. Y'all was just fighting. Like, what the hell? Like, no, don't. But he did. He held his own, which I was here for. And sorry, I got lost in my notes. But yeah, I thought both fights were funny, and I thought it was funny how they were both fighting at the same time. Like,
right? I said,
I'm glad there was no jumping.
The cameraman did his big one because he got two fights in the same frame. It was definitely
they had them lights set up. I'm like, what is this about to be the main event? Like,
baby, it was given that if the cast wasn't there, it was gonna turn to something way more sinister. No,
they saved the equipment for something else, I'm sure.
Yeah, they was out there in the woods stomping. Like,
yeah,
I said on site, they got that shit off though. Like you said, I'm glad there was no jumping, but hopefully this is the last. Well, I was gonna say hopefully this is the last time that they fight, but you said Case and Lilo was out there salsa dancing, baby.
It was salsa dancing. Also, I want to shout out to somebody in the Patreon comments that was like, Diego. I know he didn't fight during this section, but when he fights, he be like, bitch. He's sending me. Every time he fight, like, it's so funny.
Diego's the key.
Yeah. And then okay, so the second time Lilo and Case fought, I guess Lilo slipped. I guess he tried to swing and then missed and then fell off balance and did a barrel roll, baby. I was like,
roll down that hill. And then had the nerve to say that his legs gave out. Like, right. Sir, you got blitzed.
The knees, baby. You need the mega knees. Like, but what sent me the edit when he fell? It was kind of giving like, on like Grand Theft Auto when you like die and it'd be like wasted. Like, I feel like that's what it was giving. Like you failed the mission or whatever. But
and it's crazy because I feel like before Lilo went down the hill, I feel like production moved them closer to the house to avoid somebody tumbling down the hill.
Could you imagine
Lilo still fucking face dive, like straight up dived right down that bitch. My goodness.
That shit was. I was like, damn. He did a barrel roll though. I was like, okay, come on, technique. At least you didn't like fall flat on your face. Like, you rolled and kept it going. And then Case yelling, "Get this bitch off me!" Like I
Get this
screamed.
bitch, get this bitch.
Right. They was on the ground, and then he grabbed Lilo's braids. I was like, I know that shit hurt. Oh my god, I know that shit hurt. Getting
See,
your hair
Lilo should have. He should have had on a swim cap. South Central baddie.
and
That
a
way he
mop
couldn't have
bar,
got scalped,
and a mop
baby.
bar, because he just got his teeth done.
See,
Yep.
he also, I forgot he fought Calvin after just getting his wisdom teeth removed.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, yeah, that did happen. I was talking about South Central baddies, because you know they came on the show to pay for the teeth because they got the teeth installed. Like
Yeah, and they come with them. Yeah, because Cash did come with the mouth guard.
Yeah,
and
so
still
they
got her tooth knocked out. My goodness,
how that's terrible. But but yeah, them fighting was hilarious. I said, I feel like they keep wanting to fight because they're not good fighters. No shade. Like I just feel like they want to keep fighting because they want to best the person, but it's just like it's just not working. Like that's why I said if you were a reader, you could just read the bitch after you fought him, and then you know you can get a couple laughs off or whatever. But yeah. So after they fight, Case is sitting outside catching his breath, and you know Darian sees his opportunity, baby. He don't waste no time. He comes through like, "You good, babe? Like, what's you good? Like, what's you know?" And so I'm like, Darian definitely has a type because this is definitely giving when D fought and he was trying to calm D down. I was like, this is definitely giving. I feel like he probably gets into situations like the same situation over and over again because it seems so natural to him to just like the nigga that's fighting the nigga that I'm into. Like, let me go over and see if he all right. You know, let me go sit on his lap real quick. You know, like, but yeah, yeah, I was like, Darian don't waste no time. But also I feel like sometimes like in this situation it was Marquise, but he basically described what happened during the fight, and I was just like, I feel like we don't really need to get those confessionals because we saw it. I feel like if anything, we can just get their opinion on what happened. Because I feel like he literally just said like, "Oh, this happened, and then this happened." And I'm like, we just saw it. Like, no shade, but we literally just saw it happen. So for him to explain what happened, I was just kind of like, we just saw it, so we don't really need you to explain it. It's a little nitpick, but you know, it's something that I noticed. But yeah, after that, Keith and Diego, basically they're in the house and they end up talking out their issues, which they probably should have did in the first place. But yeah, they ended up talking it out, basically talking about how they really don't have an issue with each other. I guess it was kind of just like a misunderstanding. Keith kind of lied a little bit. He basically said he didn't want to hang out with Diego because he was tired. I feel like he was just being a mean girl and didn't want to hang out with him because he doesn't like Diego. And like he was probably around like other people that talk shit about Diego, and he probably joined in on it and felt like, okay, that's somebody I'm not gonna like, you know, follower vibes. So like I feel like instead of just saying that, he was like, I was tired and blah blah blah, and I didn't want to hang out. And I'm just like, you didn't want to hang out with him because other people don't like him and you got easily influenced. But what were your thoughts on them making up?
I said it was cool. I'm always here for people being mature and making amends. Like you said, this should have happened before the fight because I feel like Keith was just looking for, I don't know, just looking for. I'm gonna just be honest. Any scene involving Keith, Justice, and Darian, I just literally.
This episode was very Keith heavy. I know we'd be going in on Keith, but like I feel like it was very Keith heavy. Like he was the most featured person on this episode. So in that prison confessional pit, I wanted to highlight that. Definitely giving Cell Block 8.
Wait, who's confessional pit?
Keith's confessional. He on that red. I don't know if it's a jumpsuit or if it's just like a top, or not a red. It was an orange like button up, and he had it slightly open. It was kind of giving prison jumpsuit vibe.
My goodness.
Cell Block 8, baby. But yeah, he was heavily featured, and I was just kind of like, okay. But oh, shout out to Iron Ray Serenity. Thank you for being here. She said
Hey,
I
thank
had
you
to
for
stop
tuning
by and
in.
say, hey, love y'all. We love you too. We're happy to see you here. Thank you for stopping by. Yes. Definitely can't wait to see you in the future. Yes, we miss you, girl. I know we haven't been doing chasing, and I know you love chasing, but thank you for stopping by. Um, Chair Pearl said, that be me. I say bitch every time I punch. I feel like it's a motivator. Like, you just when you going in, like, I feel like that's helping you. It's helping you fight. It's almost like when your friend is
Yes.
coaching you while you fight. Like, whoop that bitch ass, get that bitch. Like, you gotta, it's hyping you up to fight, I guess. Um, the fights didn't give for me. I mean, they weren't like real fights to me, like, but they were hilarious just because, like, I don't know, it was funny. Like, they were, I wasn't taking them seriously, so I thought that they were funny. Um, it was stupid, but Tynell was planning to jump in anyway. Yeah, I can see that. They also said everyone doesn't have to like Diego though. Everyone isn't into all that shit. Diego acted a fool last season. I feel like Diego wants to be liked so bad. I do agree with this. I feel like Diego does want to be liked. My issue isn't the fact that Marquise doesn't like Diego. Like, I don't think everybody has to like Diego either. I feel like, him getting drunk and all of that is kind of a lot. I just feel like, to me, there's a difference between, like, I feel like it's weird to not like somebody and you don't know them. Like, you haven't been in a space with them, you've never met them, y'all never really had words or anything like that. So it's just kind of weird that you came in. Like, I could see if you coming in, you just kind of like, I don't really care for him. Like, I don't, I'm not really gonna give him the time of day. But you coming in like, oh, I don't want to room with an alcoholic and blah blah blah. It's like giving you just want to like put on a show for your friends, and it's just like, why you? That's some like middle school shit. Like, why you letting your friends hype you up? Now,
Right.
if Diego had them hands and whooped your ass, your friends would have basically got your ass whooped. You would have let your talk about
Facts.
ass beat. Like, and I've
Facts.
seen that happen before. Bitches get real cute around their friends, and then they get their
Mm-mm.
ass beat, and it's
You
like,
get
well,
popped.
you should
Mm-hmm.
have let them talk you into
And
getting
then the homegirls be on their bird box shit. Like,
right.
goodness.
They
But
be,
yeah,
they
I'm
be
on board with
like,
what you said. Like, it's one thing to like did not like care for somebody, but it's another thing to not really like them and then to drag it. If you
right,
don't like Diego, just leave it at that. Every senior, like, he's alcoholic. You want to fight? You want to fight? If you don't like him, just pay him. Thus, you're kind of dragging it, like
yeah,
at this point. So it's just always weird for me to hear people be like, I don't care for this person or I don't like this person, but
right,
literally 90% of your energy is talking about this person.
right.
You a fan, baby? Like, and we don't really do fanatics.
Mm.
Um, we do subscribers and
Yeah.
subs and all that good stuff. But no, we don't do fanatics. So
What Cardi say? She a fan. I'm feeling fantastic. Oh no, we supposed to be called Nikki. My bad. We supposed to be called Nikki. Um,
don't start that bullshit.
Ciao. But yeah,
Start that bullshit.
I mean, I get it. Like, I feel like I would also get annoyed if you're like always like drunk and like, I don't know. I do feel like he wants to be like a lot, liked a lot. Like, he does give Judy, like Judy on her season what 7, she wanted to be liked like more than anything. So
Mm-hmm.
I get that parallel between them. But yeah, they talk it out. And it's almost like they never fought. Marquise pours Diego a shot. I'm like, I don't know if you should be drinking that at this point because we ain't seen you eat shit and we've seen you drink a lot. But it is what it is. You drunk.
Also, let's see you pour me a fresh glass. No Mickey's.
No Mickey's, no pink, no Mickey's, no Mickey.
Okay.
Because we just fought, so I don't know what you. What type of time, I don't know what type of time you want. Let's see you pour me a fresh glass. But yeah, they fought, talked it out. Um, I said it's like prison. I feel like they all are kind of coming in trying to prove themselves. Um, and yeah, I think Diego saw him or he saw Diego as a weak link. But so yeah, they're kind of just like getting acclimated in the house. There's a shot of Lilo going up the stairs because they haven't really even seen the house yet. Like Lilo and Tynell, they basically like just walked right to the backyard and started fighting. Like, as Tynell said, real ghetto shit. So they didn't even get a chance to see the house. So they're actually looking at the house. And so they're looking at the house. And it's funny because when they went upstairs to go look at the rooms, the way Tynell pranced up the stairs was sending me. I'll maybe clip it out and put it on our Instagram. Shout out to our Instagram, follow us on there. But yeah, the way he pranced up the stairs was hilarious. I said, okay, you better put a little switch in your step. I live. But yeah, pranced up them stairs. Um
I'm sorry to cut you off, but now that you mentioned that, it just reminded me of when Case is trying to catch his breath after his tussle with Lilo. And Casey said something like, "Your mother," and Tynell was like, "You wish," and then did the little head snap. I'm like, Tynell is a key baby. And then Casey's like, "Oh, my dad's order," and Tynell was like, "What?" Like Tynell is a key. Tynell is low key funny, baby.
they both are.
I live for this Tynell. Like their little banter is very big brother, like little brother, or almost like big cousin, little cousin.
Yeah.
Like I hope Tynell and Case can
Be a
like.
reader. I feel like he could read, but he just doesn't. He wants to fight. Like you could read a bitch and get just as much, get on that. So it's like this game where they roll the dice, they taped different things to the die, and like, it's like, oh, call your ex, make out with this person, twerk, all of those things. So now it's, hump time. They didn't thump, so now they go hump. But yeah, they basically are making out.
Ooh, the static is back.
Is it?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Hold on, I'm gonna leave and come back.
Okay. Technical difficulties, excuses. It's crazy that we'll wait until we're an hour into this live to start this bullshit. But the boys are playing this dice game. Now you put a bunch of drunk adults in a room with some sexually suggestive dice. Shit is gonna go left. I guess my favorite part of the game was, I guess I could just say my favorite of the episode is Tynell. Tynell is like Tynell is a key for me. Like Tynell is the key. Him calling his I guess one of his Tynell aka Ted Lee. Tynell aka Lil Ted Lee. Because it seemed like Tynell got many men out here. And I'm here for that. But shout out to Tynell. But Tynell calling his ex while on vacation in an undisclosed he's on vacation in an undisclosed location. His ex like come to Boston. Like he got the option over here wanting to fight again. He over here on the phone with his nigga unbothered. Got the nigga like come visit me, come see me. And he on vacation. So I'm like Tynell did that. Like this is probably my favorite scene from like the dice game. Also, I feel like I'm gonna take a moment, but Darian.
Is the echo still here? Sorry.
So the static is gone. It's gone, but you sound kind of low. Like you don't sound as loud.
What about now?
You sound better, louder.
Okay, cool. I'll just talk more into the mic. But yeah, continue. What were you saying? Calling his his boo to come through.
My call his nigga. His nigga was like, "Come to Boston." I was like, "Boston." I'm on vacay. But talking about the dice game, Darian was ready to throw that mulatto bus. And
he had already started. I feel like something about. I think he likes seeing. Like I think he gets turned on by like guys fighting. Because I feel like the same thing happened with Dee and the same thing happened with Maj, where it's like after they fight, it's like, oh, let me come over and sit on your lap and like, like, and I'm just like, this is a reoccurring thing. So I think he likes that aggression. But yeah, do it on him. Do you think they're gonna hook up?
I could see that. Or they might dry hump, allegedly, as my
dry hump. Hopefully nobody's in the room when they dry hump like last time.
I forgot there was under them covers dry humping and somebody was asleep right next to him.
Ask could he watch? Who was that Kelton?
Kelton.
Child. A mess. Shout out to Kelton. Hopefully he's doing better wherever he's at. But yeah. They they made out. The chemistry is definitely there. I will say that. I don't think either of them are faking the funk, but they definitely were very quick to make out with each other. So clearly they're attracted to each other, which, I'm here for some love in the house. They just did all this fighting. I need some, I want to see some black love. Well, black and mulatto love, I guess you could say. But did you see that scar on Tynell's face?
I didn't.
He has like it's like maybe like 2 inch, 2, 3. Wait, no, maybe it was wide. It was kind of like the side of his face.
Did he get it like from his fight with Justin, or did he?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not see.
Because it was when they were, when they were like that in that like entrance area. It was like he turned and you could see like this long scratch on his face. And I was like, damn. But it seemed like something that could just heal.
I missed that.
Yeah. But I was like, damn. Not your face. Not Tiff Wood's face.
Right.
Oh.
Don't throw some Vaseline on it. Give me some butter, baby. No,
right. I was scared. I thought he almost got $150. I said, what's going on?
Child, not Pai Mei.
Yes. And this is when I said fighting on a full stomach of liquor is a choice. I don't know if it's a good choice, but it's definitely a choice. I said the fight to fuck pipeline is undefeated because that's literally all they do on these shows. But or it's not all they do, but it's definitely something that it's a cycle that they get into. But yeah, so they all start making out, like we said. Darian and Case make out. I think Justice and somebody else made out. Was it Tynell? And then a surprise, Diego and Marquise end up making out. And I'm like, I knew it.
Yep,
I knew it.
That's,
I knew they wanted to fuck. I knew it was just sexual tension. Cause I'm like, instead of just coming out and being like, "Oh, you cute," and like just being flirty and blah, blah, you want to fight them because you don't know how to get their attention. And now that y'all done fought, now you like, okay, well now we can make out and do all of this. And it's just like, first of all, you making out with somebody that you fought?
No, absolutely not. We've been physical in the worst way. We don't need another interaction ever again.
Yeah. Listen, I said the way I would never like I would never. I fought you. We're not making out. Like that's some wild shit. And not only that, like I feel like it's so crazy for it to happen like right after they fought too. Like I'm just like, y'all just fought. Like not even like 4 or 5 hours ago, and now y'all making out. Like that's a choice. I don't know. Gemini Filmz said, "Not it's like a prison, kind of, cause no phones, no social media, just cameras, food, and drinks, and convos, and humping and thumping. You forgot about that, but yeah, I mean." Don't they be getting down in prison and fighting in prison as well? So
this is prison minus the shanks.
Yes, minus the shanks. And minus the Vaseline, baby. But yeah. I'm just saying. But yeah, I said I knew they wanted to fuck. I knew it. I fucking knew it. But yeah, they make out, which I'm just like, and let us know in the chat how y'all feel about that situation. Maybe we're prudes, but would y'all ever make out or mess around with somebody that y'all fought? I know somebody is I once saw a video on Twitter of 2 people fighting because they were both adult performers, I guess you could say, both sex workers, and they collabed. So I was just like,
and what looked to be the same spot where old boy got his ass whooped, they went back and did the deed. I was like, ooh, what is that called?
That's a lot.
Is that Inception or
is that domestic violence?
It's kind of.
It's close.
It's kind of because he's taking he took 2 different kind of beatings. So the first beating, that's DV. This beating is, I don't know what that would be called. You asked the question, baby. That first round, that's
two different.
This is two different type of beatings. So
This is two different strokes. Okay, two different.
It takes different strokes to rule the world, or whatever that theme song said.
Whatever they said.
I'm not trying to freak on nobody that I fought. Like,
yeah,
if somebody ever came to me that I fought, and it's like, oh, like I'm attracted to you, big. I'm pepper spray, the whole can of pepper spray.
No.
What but tell Beatrice and Kill Bill, I will burn your eyes out your socket, baby. I'm gonna use the whole can. Come back to the hospital while you recovering and spray your ass again. That's how I'm feeling.
Again, Jesus. Not 2 times the charm, Jesus. That's a lot. But yeah, and you know what's crazy? It also reminds me of the last season of Bad Boys Club, season 8, when D and Justice fought, and then Justice is like, "Is there some chemistry between us?" And I'm like, "Did he just beat your ass? Like, what the fuck? No, there's no chemistry. This man just put his hands on you, like
in the worst way."
Oh my god! One day we're gonna talk about violence and sexuality in the LGBTQIA community, but
yeah, that shit is not cute. Like, to be fighting and then to turn around and be fucking, like,
no. That's
toxic as fuck.
I mean, I understand, like, maybe if you want to get somebody's attention and you like trying to like you trying to like flirt with them. So you like arguing with them, but y'all not really arguing. Kind of like what Case and Darian were doing. Yeah. I get that. That makes sense. But like for somebody to actually put their hands on you and fight you and like literally like touch your body in the worst way, and then you like touch my body in a different way, I don't know. But yeah, that was a lot. I can't remember who did this, but somebody put a shot on Darian's, like, I guess they were trying to do like a body shot, and instead of putting the shot in his belly button, they put it on his chest, and it just slid down and like into his shirt. I would have been mad as hell because now my shirt like I'm like, you put a body shot in somebody's belly button, like that's because it's a crevice. You can just, but yeah, I would have been mad as hell. But yeah, they're doing all the little sexy things, I guess you could say. They're bonding, I guess you could say. And I also said Justice looked high this entire episode. Like whenever they would cut to him, he would just be in the background, like high as hell. I'm like, what strand you smoking on? Because you definitely looking high as hell.
Spacey. I wonder if Justice is a mouth breather. Does Justice give mouth breather to y'all? I would say yeah.
I don't know if he gives mouth breather. I feel like he gives like blonde. And I could be a blonde sometimes. I can be a little spacey. Not nutty, but spacey. Two different things. But yeah, I could be a little spacey, but not nutty. Not you saying I live for justice and then turning around and saying justice is definitely a mouth breather.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, not a mouth breather. But yeah, so basically at the end of the episode, they're talking and flirting and doing all this stuff, and then Justice is basically talking to Keith and basically saying like, oh, like, I kind of see it for Tynell. We made out, and I don't know if he was kind of into it. Like, I don't know if he's like really into it or if he was just making out with me to make out with me. So instead of like approaching him or like flirting with him, trying to get his vibe, he tells Marquise, and then Marquise kind of facilitates a conversation between them. It was kind of awkward, but Tynell is basically like, I got a boo, I got a man. Like,
do you got a boo because I want to? My goodness.
You got a boo because I want to taste you. Shout out
Can we that for I want to taste you? Anytime I hear somebody say taste, you accountable? Cause I got a whole can of bear mace for your ass right here on my head. Like,
You just itching to mace somebody. I
you
wonder are you
know,
gonna
I'm
make it
just
through this
waiting to
summer
take up
without
on a
macing
bitch.
somebody.
You know, I'm just waiting to take up on a bitch with some bear mace. Like,
Oh.
ignorance. But yeah, ignorance.
Mm-mm. That is a mess. And you know I was out last night and a fight broke out. And you know I was already looking for the mace. I was looking for the mace and I was looking for the gun because I'm like, what's going on? Like, and somebody got jumped? Yeah. I'm looking around because I'm not trying to catch that waft of mace in my face. So but but yeah, that was the episode.
Ignorance.
That was the episode. I thought it was a pretty solid episode. There's a lot going on. I'm curious to see what's gonna happen next episode. I'm curious to see like who's gonna turn on, their friends, who's gonna hook up, what else are they gonna do? Are they gonna explore anywhere? Um, what's something you would like to see them do?
Um, definitely group adventures. Maybe like zip lining or
Mhm.
fucking. They're in a mountain, so something that involves like them going like hiking or some shit. Maybe fishing, and then they like cook dinner or some shit like that. I think that would be cool. Like they're in the mountains, definitely. I would love to see them like spend some time like outdoors and
Okay.
like
I feel like that could definitely be Diego's vibe. He seems like an outdoorsy kind of person. Maybe
yeah, they
just
have
the
some
way he
survival
dresses.
test.
Yeah.
Leave them in the middle of the wilderness and make them find their way back to the Airbnb.
I was gonna say that if they all got left in the middle of the wilderness, who do you think would survive?
Honestly, none of them. But if I had to pick somebody,
No faith in them. I'm
maybe
screaming.
Case.
Okay.
Wait.
I
In
could
the
see Case
wilderness in the
surviving.
winter, I would probably say maybe Diego.
Yeah, because Wo did say that Diego was in the army. So yeah, I could see that.
And Diego got the liquor on him, so that's gonna keep us warm.
Mm-hmm.
He got the liquor on him, that's gonna keep us warm. So yeah,
Yeah,
maybe Diego.
it's gonna make him hot. Yep. I can see that. First one to go.
Darian, Miss Mulatto.
Not Miss Mulatto.
Either Darian or Justice. No shade.
Not Miss Mulatto.
Miss
Jesus.
Mulatto, baby.
Are you biracial by chance? What? He seemed like the type to put mixed in his bio. Like cringy. But I just wanted to highlight a couple more comments that I saw on the Patreon. Shout out to the actual show that's on Patreon and the people that watch. And shout out to the people that are just here to keyword us. And listen to our shenanigans. But I wanted to highlight a couple more comments. So this one from Mama Pound Cake. They said everyone in the house be on the precipice of cirrhosis. Cirrhosis of the liver. My goodness. From all that damn drinking. And then it said Diego, stop giving a fuck what people think, especially grandpappy face. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry.
Not grandpappy.
Grandpappy face though. Yeah, that's funny.
So if you got a baby and your grandpappy got the baby, it's who the baby? Who the baby?
I don't even know. I can't even tell you.
Questions that need answers.
Questions that need answers. But yeah, I mean, I do feel like Diego does give like me energy. Like he wants to be liked.
No one's saying giving pick me energy.
That's true. That's Darian. That's Darian. As some people have said.
And a little bit of Keys. Just a little bit of Keys.
A little bit of Key. I could see Keys giving pick me energy. Justice too a little bit. Honestly, I could see Justice
Yeah,
giving
I can
pick
see
me
that.
energy as well.
Justice being the energy from BGC7. Now, don't get into a fight with your group and then end up twirling with the group that you become friends with by default later on in the season.
Friends with bitches by default, though. Ain't that something?
This gotta suck. To
That
be
does.
in a house with people that you really, really rock with, but try to have a falling out, so you gotta be friends with bitches by default. Just because they kind of don't rock with the bitches that you were so like. That's tragic. That's tragic.
Getting kicked out the circle.
Right?
Oh my god. But Grandpappy Face Keys is, oh my god. But yes, they do be on the precipice of cirrhosis because of all that damn drinking. But you know what? They don't have jaundice like on Black Ink Crew. So maybe they're not drinking that much. Maybe they're not drinking that much. Because I feel like they would have jaundice. Baby, them eyes would be yellow as hell. Somebody get us some water. Like, oh my god. Maybe they're not drinking that much.
Oh my god.
And Diego said this is his vacation, so maybe that's why this is the time that they on. But yeah, let's see. Oh, this is the comment I was talking about. Diego's bitch, when he's fighting against sending me. Yes. I think it's a motivator for sure. Shout out to Jay Molina. And then last one, Casey Maybach said, Team Case and Lilo, if they actually had a conversation like men, they probably would turn out to be good friends. We shall see. So far, so good and worth the subscription. Period. Okay. Do you think they would have ended up fighting if they had talked it out first?
Probably not. I feel like Lilo should have just took that L at the reunion and just like kept it moving. But I do wish they would have talked because the fight was pointless. But it is what it is. Hopefully they can, like become cordial by the end of the season.
Yeah, I wonder what would have happened if Case and Lilo had to make out. Like if they had rolled the die and like, or maybe they chose who they got to make out with. But I wonder if they had to make out what they have made out.
Because Case made out with Lilo season 7. And then
I was about to say, and around and around and around and around and around we go. These cycles, baby. All these parallels. But yeah, I think definitely worth the subscription. So subscribe. I think it's $7, $10 on Patreon, but $7, yeah. You know, price a little, you know, I don't know, price of a coffee at Starbucks maybe, or I'm trying to
4x4 or 4x4. Let's still go 4x4 at Wendy's. 4x4.
I think they do.
Baby,
I haven't been to Wendy's in a long time.
Tomorrow, give me a 4x4. But yeah, it's still pricier than a 4x4 unless you upgrade.
Baby, that meme where it's like, welcome to Wendy's. Do you want to try the bacon ranch 4x4? Like,
4x4. Baby, 4x4.
But definitely subscribe to them. Gemini Filmz is doing big things. Shout out to him. But that's been our review of episode 2 of Bad Boys Reunited, Twin Flame. Thank y'all for all coming through. Thanks for the people that stayed. I think I saw some new faces, so appreciate y'all for coming through. Welcome. And we'll be here next Monday to key with y'all. Definitely be on the lookout for us.
And next Monday is, I think, the holiday, Memorial Day, so that's gonna be lit.
Yeah. Okay, so definitely gonna have. I wish I was home because I can't cook for shit. So I wish I had some barbecue or something, but
baby,
it's what it is.
You pull up to the Z,
Listen, I might take that train ride. I might.
You got plans coming up, so
I do.
On that, but Memorial Day next Monday, so we'll definitely be in the building with another live review. My films, Bad Boys Club Reunited. Yes, the food, some keying and carrying. The same old shenanigans. Co-host. Oh, ooh. Okay, Siri. Pipe is on, baby girl.
I just want to highlight this last comment. Jaleel said, I got to carefully scroll when I read them comments like the wrong thing. You don't want to mistakenly like the wrong thing. Like, did you like this comment? It was a mistake. But yes. Also, I want to highlight this one. Will said, I cringe when I see his username, Mulatto Prince. Like, thank you. We don't say mulatto no more. Like, but yeah. Yeah, thank y'all for keying with us. Hopefully y'all have a good week. And yeah, any last words before we peel out of here, Troy?
You took the words right out of my mouth. Have a great week, everybody. Stay safe, stay out of the heat. Shout out to everybody that came through. Shout out to everybody that's gonna watch this on the playback. Again, please like, comment, subscribe, share. Yeah, we will see you guys next Monday.
All right. This has been Key and Carry, where we key
and we carry.
I'm Damon.
I'm Troy.
We will see y'all in the next one. Peace. Have a good week, everybody.